More on the Philco cap replacement situation. Good Friday afternoon to you, YouTube. It's 12:49 now. Here on the computer once more, I wanted to show you guys what I had in mind. You know, I had an idea on how to label these caps and stuff like that, so I would know how they went back in. And I also made a mistake. I want to point that out as well. So let me take a look at the first picture here. Alright, what you can see here is the caps that I have marked. Now this is that one with the gimmick. As you can see, it's a .01. There's the gimmick wire there around it. Now I had it right on this end. This is where it connects to on this end. And if you can see the twist there in the wire, that's one end of that is this gimmick wire. And that's good, we know that. The other end is where I had made a mistake. I had originally told you that it connected here where this green circle is, but it doesn't. It actually goes back over here to this side where the red circle is. I've tried to, as you can see, I use red for the value marking and red for the, so I'd know which ones go with what. Same thing with this green. As you can see, the .05 up here is green. And you'll see here's the connection point for here for one of the ends, and here's the other end right here. And like I said, that was fairly easily to see there. So also on this .1, you can see the one end is right here, and the other end is down here where this orange wire connects to. The green wire itself is actually underneath the cap, and it's hard to see. But it does connect there, so that's all I really need to know. And plus well, it's not really a green wire, but the wire with the green insulation around it is, I left part of it there, so that will be easy to spot. And so that's what I had in mind as far as doing this, because I figure, you know, this way I don't have any questions or doubts about how these things connect back in. And also further on this gimmicky one here, I did another video, or not video, but a picture on that. Let me show you that. This is it here. This shows the second connection point for the gimmick wire. And here's the first point is here. And if you look here, this gimmick wire goes around here and comes over here. So that's where it connects to. So that's a clear indication there, and plus this wire is still here, some of it anyway. And now this is cut, so this wouldn't be obvious, but like I said, that's that's where that's going to go. Now I should have no problem, in my mind anyway, taking these other ones out, and I'm going to do these one at a time. I'm not going to try to do the pictures with them. I would if there was another layer underneath, but these are the last layer, I do believe. This one here, and I think there's another one underneath this one. Yeah, I can see it right there. So those three we'll replace next, and then we'll go back in and replace these top layer ones here. So that should work out pretty good. I think I have all the caps I need. And once I get this complicated area done, then we can move on to the other side where that .7, I think it was, cap is, and I've got the replacements for that. So, and then I think there was another one over there too. But anyway, that should get me going. And I think there's one on top of the chassis as well I'll have to replace. So I just wanted to kind of point that out to you guys and let you know that's what I was doing this morning. Well, not this morning, but today. Probably going to go see Mom tomorrow. The weather has been, I won't say terrible. The sun's shining right now, but it had snowed and freezing rain yesterday in the morning, and I decided not to go. And then this morning I got up, there was snow on the ground. It had snowed overnight, So I decided it was just too cold anyway to mess with it. So I think tomorrow's supposed to be a better day. Let me see if what the weatherman says. This is my weatherman up here. Saturday is supposed to be a high of 38. Actually, the same as today. Really, it's pretty much a carbon copy if you look at it. But Sunday is supposed to be up to 48. So it's rainy though Sunday. So, or I guess that's rain. Light rain starting in the afternoon. Okay. But anyway, like I say, that's. I think tomorrow maybe I'll be used to it enough so I can get out and do something. It's hard for me to do anything when it's very cold out, and I just don't like being out in it. I've been watching more of the Juan and Michelle tale. You can see by the 3 things that came up here, and this one here, and this one here. A lot of bus stuff here, and I've been watching their. That is just very interesting to me, I think. And like I said, it was just their total. I guess when they started, they were just new at everything. I mean, they didn't know anything really. It was kind of neat to see how they do everything. They're very meticulous in the way they plan out things, and it comes out really nice looking too. So very impressed with their abilities so far for not having done it. He along the way, he apparently even learned to weld. So that's been kind of neat to watch that and the way they work together. They I think one of the most comical ones was them getting the old air conditioner off the roof of their bus. I think that thing weighed about 90 pounds, they said, and they brought it down a ladder. He did. So it was just kind of comical because they were arguing back and forth, and that's typical married couple, the way they do. It's just it's funny. But anyway, been enjoying that, and like I say, not doing much else. I've been working on the stereo shelves. You guys, I know you keep forgetting that I've even got those, but I've got the X braces on one side, and I'm getting ready to install the X braces on the other side. Once I do that, it will be functionally done. And I say functionally done because I still haven't decided on whether or not. I'll put a picture in here, by the way, showing you the X brace. Now, this first one didn't come out very good because I didn't really take my time with it. The last brace I put in doesn't match the angle of the first one, and it just, the one that's got the clamped on it, it's just, that was a full board there. It fits perfectly in there. I had to hammer it in just a little bit, but it fits great in there. And I think it'll be plenty to add the structural soundness that I wanted, but it just like I said, it didn't. You won't even see that anyway. There'll be record albums in front of it, and that's on the back. So. But I want to do the back or the other end of it now, the other square, or whatever you want to call it. I've got one more board left from that board that I made those out of, and it wasn't a full board anyway. But I've got one more that I can make a full a cross board, and then I'll have 2 smaller pieces to make the other part of the X. But I'm going to try to do a little bit better job on the second one because. It does. I can see it, and I don't like the way it looks. So I'll have to do a little bit better job. So, but like I say, once I get that done, it will be done enough to go ahead and put the stereo on and move it into place, and get some of this mess cleaned up around it, and get back to a normal-ish look here. So, all right, that's going to do my little update here on this, and. Let me know what you think about the idea about the cap replacement. I think that's a good idea to, because there are times and that you have to, there's several layers of caps that you have to do, and you really need to do the bottom ones first, obviously, because if you do the top ones first, you can't get to the bottom ones. So, that's a good way of doing it, I think, and you guys may do it that way. I don't know, but I just thought it was an excellent way of doing it. That way you've got a picture exactly telling you where it goes and what value it is, things like that. And then you've always got the schematic to fall back on also. So, it's all pretty good. All right, like I say, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you.